Oh dear, it's not been a very good year for Neil Druckmann, has it? First came the trailer for his new passion project, the Intergalactic Heretic Space Profit Margin, which basically took the South Park meme.
Put a ticket in and make her name it gay!
And said, no problem bro, we've got you covered. Then there was the TV adaptation of Neil's magnum feminist opus, The Last of Us Season 2, which started off with a strong first season despite some, questionable casting choices, only to devolve into an absolute disaster with a second season that melted down harder than the reactor core at Chernobyl. Fans old and new united in their backlash against this contemptible cinematic catastrophe, and well, it was only a matter of time before someone was left carrying the can for this thing. And in a shocking break from his usual career trajectory, that person ended up being Neil himself.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no, how terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
Quote, I've made the difficult decision to step away from my creative involvement in The Last of Us on HBO. With work completed on Season 2 and before any meaningful work starts on Season 3, now is the right time for me to transition my complete focus to Naughty Dog and its future projects, including writing and directing our exciting next game, Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, along with my responsibilities as studio head and head of creative.
Bullshit!
Which is a nice diplomatic way of saying that my retarded creative decisions screwed this show so hard that it's going to be in counselling sessions for the rest of its natural life, forcing the studio heads at HBO to push me out the door so they can desperately try to unfuck the disastrous mess I've created.
It's Hollywood, baby.
I know, right? Who could possibly want to get rid of the guy responsible for razor-sharp dialogue like this? You know, it's funny what happens when you step outside your protective little Naughty Dog bubble, where everyone's so scared of you that they'll kiss your boot heel in the hopes of currying favour, and into the cutthroat world of TV, where failures and terrible creative decisions have actual real-world consequences. The thing is, as much as I applaud HBO's decision to get rid of a guy who's risen so far beyond his level of incompetence that he's actually started to buy into his own hype, I really don't see it making much of a difference at this point. It should have been obvious to everyone involved that the plot for Season 2 was never gonna work, and the only way to avert disaster would have been a complete rewrite of the story, and possibly a recast of Bella Ramsey. But as it turns out, they did none of those things, and so changing creative direction now is a bit like the Titanic reversing course after hitting the iceberg. The damage has already been done, lads, and the only option now is to get your arse into the nearest lifeboats. And as for Neil, well, no amount of industry praise and fake awards are going to change the fact that his reputation amongst gamers, the actual paying customers that his company needs to survive, has been absolutely shredded. And if Naughty Dog had the balls and the common sense, they'd do what HBO did and promptly show him the door. Who am I kidding though? This is the fucking gaming industry. They'll probably give him a promotion after this. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.